Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. We've got a Kastle ZX108 for you today. It's a carryover model for this year, so same construction, shape, graphic, and profile as we saw last year. And just a really fun ski. This is the original ZX, and this kind of started kind of the trend for a lot of different skis. The genealogy of this now is pretty impressive. So we went from ZX108, added a ZX115, a 100, a 92, an Obsidian 92 on the women's side. And then we even moved into the Paragon line, which uses this same footprint. So Paragon 93, 101, and 107, which shares a mold as this 108. So this is really kind of a grandfather of sorts within Kastle's lineup, kind of giving offshoots to a bunch of different skis and styles. The main focus here is on energetic freeride skiing. So nice flotation in the front paired with really fun and kind of peppy feel in the tail. The ski is built with a blend of beech and poplar and the wood core, so there is a sturdiness to it. That beech does a nice job of keeping things pretty predictable throughout, and the poplar does a nice job of keeping it light and more energetic. On the scale here, this is the 179. We're at 1,857 grams. So for having no metal in it, and this width, that's about what you'd expect. Flex-wise, there is some flex here. As these ZX skis get a little bit wider, they do lose some of that torsional stiffness that we see in like the ZX92. So it does have, a pretty flexible nature to it, and that's adding to the creativity and freeride nature of the ski. Tail's pretty flexible as well, but also has more of a flatter shape to give you more of that pep and energy. This is a 179, 17.9 meter turn radius. Pretty flat overall profile here, not a ton of camber built in, but we do see some nice rocker and taper. So longer rocker here, and then that taper is brought well down into the ski, really kind of flat and floaty shovel here. Stays up above pretty much anything, uses this hollow technology to reduce weight and vibrations. So really nice light swing weight in this ski. Very good for technical areas and tighter zones. With that 17.9, 18 meter turn radius here and this weight, it's not going to be the most aggressive of the freeride skis out there. It's a little bit more focused on playfulness and energy. And you kind of see that with this tail shape. There is some taper, but not a lot of rocker and certainly not a lot of splay. So that does keep it more in the directional and all mountain side of the spectrum, delivering really nice pep through that tail. No one's really buying a 108 to have excellent groomer performance, but this thing carves very clean in round turns on softer groomers and then works great as things get chopped up and softened up. Again, it's not going to hold as well through crud and deeper chop as the Paragon 107 will, with 2 sheets of metal and a denser wood core. But for less aggressive skiers or those that are just kind of looking to have less of a demanding feel and a lighter overall ski, it works great. It's amazing what a difference the metal makes, because that Paragon is very happy at speed and it uses the same overall shape and profile. So from a construction perspective, the build makes a much bigger difference in ZX versus Paragon than a lot of other skis that kind of use similar molds but different constructions. But this thing is very quick, very agile, easy to throw sideways, and just overall have a good time on in softer snow. But yeah, I think that there's an intermediate application here. Someone who's looking for a ski in this width range and doesn't want to, kind of be on a twin tip or anything that's too surfy or smeary. They still want more of a traditional feel. They'll get along really well with the ZX108. For aggressive experts, I think that the move to the Paragon makes a little bit more sense. And then for those that are really looking for creativity and playfulness, then there are also more twin-tipped freeride application skis out there. But this is a nice mix. Good energy out of the tail, great flotation, not too hard to use, just a fun ride overall. But that's it. Check out this Kastle ZX108 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.